Hey everybody, it's Barry Kleiman and getting back with you. I think we're pretty much getting down to the end of these 26 LinkedIn most asked interview questions. I know there's at least one more which I'm looking forward to, but I'm actually looking forward to talking about this one today as well. I find it just a little bit more unique and thought provoking, and really I think makes it made me dig down and really think about something that of course, was honest and all that, but then just when was the last time? The question is, when's the last time you had to learn something quickly? And I think 250,000 people, which is 50,000 more, again, these are LinkedIn statistics, not mine, were interested in an answer to this question. And I understand it. I mean, as you know, I always believe in being authentic and being forthright and using stories and so forth. For me, the first thing that came to my mind, I don't know why, and obviously this is not going to be your answer, but I would answer the question this way. Once again, you don't need to be what I am, and I don't need to be what you are, but it is the first thing that came to my mind, right? Time when you had to learn something quickly. For me, it was I'm a guitar player, and at the last minute, this is a long time ago actually, one of my friends was getting married, and he asked me if I would play Greensleeves when he and his wife walked down the aisle. I did not know Greensleeves. I can finger pick the guitar and probably my best style. I don't even want to digress. I've had some really great teachers. In either case, would you play it? And the wedding Saturday, and I think this was Wednesday or something. I haven't played a lot in front of people, so I couldn't say no to Mike, but at the same time, I was kind of panicked, and I had to learn this song quickly, and I did, and I didn't mess it up, and I was proud of it, and it was kind of fun. I still play it or noodle around with a little bit today. This is a long time ago. So, what is the interviewer really looking for? Um, if you were to use the story that I just said, um, really what they're looking for is what was your how, right? How did you do it? What was your methodology to do it? How did you learn X quickly? Green sleeves on the guitar, um, foreign language. I could not learn one very quickly. Um, um, whatever the vertical is, right? There's a process, and so I think what the interviewer is mostly looking for is your process. So if it were me going back to me, they say, "Well, how did you do that?" And I just said, "I just sat up and I repeated and I repeated and I repeated it and I repeated it." And honestly, it got boring after a while, and so boring a little bit that I made mistakes just out of boredom, lacking focus. But I also knew that that was the only way to learn this song. So that would be my answer, both what it was and the methodology that I chose. I remember it. I'm kind of smiling, remembering it now. But that's what the interviewer is looking for. So this came to mind as soon as I read the question. Um, and I think that my coaching to you, my suggestion to you is to not worry too much. Remember, I asked you to get context whenever you can. Um, I might say I'm not sure that you're interested in my guitar playing, but that's the last time I remember having to learn something quickly, and that would be my story. And the interviewer might say, "Well, never for your work," and honestly, there wasn't a time that I could think of. So I don't want to sit and make it up, right? Um, if that's a bad answer, if that answer costs you getting the job, I don't know what answer would get you the job, and I don't think you do either. And you're guessing. One of my admonitions to everybody is you don't know what you don't know, including what they're really looking for. They may not know what they're looking for, but you do know what you do. And when you talk about what you know and you make it authentic and your story kind of oozes you, um, and it has energy to it, right? And sincerity and all those things, I can't imagine. I mean, I can't imagine, but I don't know how else I would answer it. I don't know how else I would suggest somebody else answer it, because any other thing that you say, you could be barking up the wrong tree, and you've also made it up. So you could walk home kicking yourself. I just should have told him the guitar story. So more often than not, I'm going to close the loop in this whole LinkedIn 26 most asked interview question thing. Is this: you don't know what you don't know, but you do know what you do. And when you go into these interviews and you get some of these questions that don't have a right answer, I mean, there can't be one right answer to that question, right? So the right answer has to be you, the constant, you being forthright, and you being able to tell a story that at least tries to get the interviewer engaged. Remember, best interviews are conversations, not interrogations. Ultimately, that's the goal, right? Because there is, at 2 plus 2 has an answer, right? At least I think it does. These sort of questions, they don't. And you need to understand that. And as soon as you try to outthink them, I'm going to promise you more often than not, you're going to step in a hole because you're being a little bit full of it, right? And you could still be wrong about what you're guessing they want to hear. So, authenticity matters. Stories matter. Connecting matters. Conversations matter. Conversations and connectivity build trust. Trust matters. You could be the only possible constant in all these things. So that's the crux of all of the 26 25 other questions. I get 24 other questions. This is, I think, is number 25. Tomorrow will be 26. But I hope this makes sense. And as always, write to me and tell me if you have any questions about it to me. I've gotten a lot of great responses. People are shy. They write privately as opposed to put it up in some of the places we post it. And that's fine. I'm here to help. So tomorrow we'll finish this up. And I hope these helpful. And I hope you're all having a great day. Stay safe, everybody.